Today I'm going to give you a 50,000-foot overview of asylum law. It's a very, very complicated topic, so this is not intended to be any type of in-depth treatment, but this will give you an idea of what people are talking about when they discuss asylum in the United States. As I mentioned, asylum is very complicated. There's a lot to it, and making an asylum, a claim of asylum, whether it be in an affirmative manner or a defensive manner if you're already in removal proceedings, involves an awful lot of supporting documents and evidence, and you need to really understand the complexities of the law. So if you find yourself in a position where you're thinking you might be eligible for asylum, I strongly encourage you to go see an experienced immigration attorney who can handle that type of matter to give you a full analysis of your case. That being said, here are some really basic ideas and principles behind what asylum is. Asylum is humanitarian in nature, meaning that it is designed to offer assistance to refugees who have fled their home country and have really no third country in which they can go, so they can't just hop next over to a neighboring country and set up residence there. They've come to the United States and they cannot go back to their home country. For asylum, you have to show a couple of different things. You can either show that there was past persecution of you on the basis of one of several categories: your race, your religion, your nationality, your political opinion, or membership in a social group. Now, this last category, membership in a social group, is a little wishy-washy, and there's a lot of different ways you can fit under that category, but not everything fits under there. So if you don't fit in the primary race, religion, nationality, political opinion categories, you're going to have to think creatively with your attorney about exactly how you're going to apply for asylum. Now, if you can show past persecution, that in and of itself is one way to prove asylum. Alternatively, if you can't show past persecution, you need to show that you have a legitimate fear of being persecuted were you to return. And of course, there's lots of different ways to show that you have legitimate fear based on country conditions there, your particular circumstances. But the key thing to understand with asylum, and what a lot of people don't understand, is that asylum is very specific to the individual. It depends on exactly you and your case and your situation. It's not like temporary protected status, which is a lot more broad-based. If you've come from a certain country, odds are you qualify. Asylum is not like that at all. Asylum, it matters about you, which is why it's so much more important to go talk to your attorney and flesh out all of the details of your case. Now, if you are applying for asylum and you've received it, the benefits of asylum are it actually does lead to your ability to get a green card. If asylum is granted, 1 year after asylum is granted, you're eligible to apply for a green card, which is a significant benefit and obviously why a lot of people choose to go the route of asylum. But in all cases, of course, asylum can be difficult to come by. Now, asylum does have the limitation that you have to apply for it in most circumstances within 1 year of your arrival to the United States. Anything beyond that, there are exceptions, but generally there's going to be a time bar. And when you apply for asylum after 180 days, you are eligible to apply for work authorization as well. So you do have some temporary relief if that's granted before you get your asylum hopefully approved. And the approval of asylum in and of itself does allow you to work. So again, asylum has a lot of benefits, but it's very complicated. So this is really just a primer. If you think you're eligible based on this primer, go to an experienced asylum attorney who can help you with your case. If you found this video useful, or if you have any topics that you'd like to see me discuss, please leave a note in the comments so that I know I'll be happy to address them in the future. And of course, you can always follow me on Twitter, which is @EmmyLaw, WDE, which you should see in the bottom of your screen. And you can also go to my blog, which is found at spencerlarche.wordpress.com/blog.